Hello, my name is Richard Knight and I am the Director of Applied Information Management Systems Limited, and this is a short presentation about databases and what they can do for you. So what is a database? A database is an organized body of related information, a large, regularly updated file of digitized information, etc., etc., etc. All of that defines a database, but it doesn't tell you what it does. So let's take a metaphor. Let's use a pack of cards and import them into a new database. Here they are. The system has automatically imported them and arranged them in suit order and in numerical order. So let's pick any card. 3 of hearts. Then, using the database, one of its key functions, a find function, we can use this to then find further heart cards, number cards, all the red cards, or only 3s. And again, by changing the various settings on this, we can refine our search or expand it as we want to. We can pick another card and do the same thing with that. Find number cards, find blacks, find 6s, and it will do this for us very quickly indeed. This only has 52 records in it, but databases can have millions of records in them, and the search is usually as quick as you see it here. Then, the other thing a database can do is identify errors. So in this case, we've imported the files in, and I've said that there were 52 cards, but in fact there are 53, and we're going to get the system to find the duplicate for us. And here it is, it's found the 2 jacks, and we're going to remove one of those duplicates. Another key thing about databases is the ability to analyze the data that's inside them. And on this system, we've programmed it so that it can identify from a poker hand what cards I have in my hand. So by clicking on this button here, I can create a series of 5-card randomly selected cards, and the system will very quickly identify the cards and work out what the best hand is from this particular set. And in this case, we've got a pair of jacks and a pair of 7s. And just clicking on this record, on this button, will generate lots of searches and lots of different hands. And you'll notice that the hands actually are all coming down on the bottom here. And we know from statistics that getting these cards, or getting these sets of cards, you're always going to get a highest card in any 5. But to get a royal flush, where there's a sequence of cards ending with an ace, there's a 1 in 2,598,960 chance of getting it. So we can carry on clicking away with the hopes that we can get these cards. And the system automatically updates the statistics. Here we've drawn 2,947 cards so far, and from those we've had only 2 4-in-a-kinds. And of that, the normal ratio of successes is 1 in 4,150. We're actually doing slightly better than that on this occasion. But another thing that the system can do is actually force a result for us. So that royal flush that was so elusive, we can click on this and it will generate it for us time and time again. And what it's doing is just programming the system to actually generate the top 5 cards randomly from the 52. We can do a straight flush, we can do a full house, another one, 3 jacks and 2 kings, 3 of a kind, and again we can guarantee that the results are always going to be the same. So this is basically taking hold of the data and forcing it to produce a result that we want it to produce for us. So some of these features, importing lots of data, finding and sorting data quickly, identifying and fixing errors, analyzing and extracting data, and processing data to meet our needs, are just some of the things a database can do for you. So maybe that's all very well, but you don't sell playing cards. Let's take another look at the system using contacts in a contact management system. So picking anyone from within this system, we find out the details about this particular person. She's an Asian, she's an adult, female, and her name is Jennifer. And then using the finds again, we can find all the Asians. We can find everyone who's an adult who's a female, or just the Jennifers within the system. And picking on another card within here, we can find only children, males, Jeremys, etc. And then using this data, moving forward, and perhaps someone a little bit older, we can find that this person has been selected twice, their preferred wine is, and whatever date has been entered on this. And when associated with her book preferences, we can find out that these are her preferences for books. And by changing these we can actually change the found books that are relevant for this particular person. So novels, paperback, fiction, 13 books have been found. And if we look at it from a book point of view, say that somebody's selling books, we can find out all the paperbacks in a shop, all the fiction books, all the novels, and so on very quickly by using the search engine. And then from within this, we can show, for example, that the quantity in stock is 3. Our minimum stock level is 1, based on the fact that we sold 1 in the last 12 months. It's been 122 days since we last sold one of these copies, and currently we're overstocked by 2 copies because we're selling so few of them, so we might want to put them on sale. And clicking through these records at the top here, you can see that the various records each have their own particular record and particular data associated with each product. And this is something that can be linked to a till or to a manual stock take or whatever happens to be. Another example might be a wine merchant, and he wants to sell his wines to a particular client. He picks on a wine that he's interested in. He can again find particular wines of a particular type, and then going on from there, he can put an order together. So here the system has given a cost setup for him, and he can change this to the latest data he's just received from his product supplier and say it's 5 units to buy it. There's a markup of 42% and it works out the rest. Change the percentage to 35 and it works out the grand price with all the taxes and deliveries in there as well. And then you can say, well, I want to order 5 of those, or more to the point, this person here, we know that this, selecting a client from here, Janet likes 4 wines. We can find the 4 wines, here it is, and she wants 5 of those added to the order. And here they are. This gives us an order total. So databases can be used to generate orders, order confirmations, they can record timesheets, all sorts of things like that. So this is just a very brief example of what it could do. So examples of databases that you use on a daily basis already are your online banking system, or when you book an airline ticket or purchase a book through Amazon, you're using a database. Google and Facebook are databases, and Sage Accounting or any accounting package is a database. Oh, and this presentation is created on a database too. Here's a list of some of our clients, and you'll find with the presentation a link to this database itself, so you can click on these various contacts that we've worked for in the past, and down here it'll tell you more about what the project was and what kind of things that they included, and you're welcome to give it a go. So this is only a taster. Databases can revolutionize the management of data in your office. They can save hours of your staff's time transferring data from one spreadsheet to another, or converting quotes into orders, or suppliers' orders and invoices. The return on investment is usually measured in months rather than years. They are relevant for all businesses with 5 or more staff, or anyone dealing with large quantities of data. They can be used by any industry, and they're very adaptable and can cope with your particular requirements. So at any stage, you can add to a database, you can expand it, you can change it when your business model changes, and constantly adapt as you grow. So if you want more information about how to produce a database for your company, please feel free to contact me. You can find my contact details at www.ames-limited.com. My name's Richard Knight. It's been a pleasure talking to you. All the best.